Hey everybody, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com, and we're going to be taking a quick look at the conversion kit for your HullRaiser kayak carrier. So if you had the HullRaiser, the original one, it only had the attachment point to your round bars, old school Yakima bars. The world has moved on. We're now using Aero style bars, but that J-style carrier still should be working just fine. Yakima makes good products. No reason why you can't still use it for years to come until the thing falls apart. This is going to allow you to convert that mount to being able to wrap around any style bar. You can use it on round bars, square bars, Aero bars, and also any kind of factory roof rack system. Pretty simple to get it installed. This also works as replacement hardware for the Yakima J-hooks, another J-style carrier. Unfortunately, we don't have it anymore here at etrailer.com. It's no longer available, so I don't have one to show you how this goes together, but I'm going to do my best to walk you through what it should look like. So the carrier that we're talking about is, again, the HullRaiser. So it should look like that guy right there. This is going to wrap around kind of that bottom portion of the cradle, so you do have to pop off that gray covering that goes at the base of the cradle where your kayak would actually sit. There's some little plugs in there too that they say that they're one use. I think they're just little push pins, so you can probably carefully pop them out and reuse them, but if they break or anything like that, we do have replacements for those here at etrailer.com. And we also have replacements for that gray piece as well. Those are both parts that are listed on the page here for the conversion kit, so you can see those in the description. But once you pop off that gray piece, then the metal bracket here on the kit is going to go in its place. So this is going to wrap around kind of those two tubes that form the J. So if your J is kind of going down and coming towards you, this is going to go over it. So the front of your vehicle will be going this way, the back of the vehicle is going that way, just to kind of give you the lay of the land here. It's pretty simple. This metal piece just goes over the top of that, and then you use the hardware to attach it to this bottom bracket that wraps around your bar. Now there's two different styles of bolts. One is the little T-bolt, the other one is a carriage bolt, and there's two different lengths. That's why you have two sets. So they suggest using the shortest length first, and if you don't have enough length, you can go to the longer one. The reason why they're different, or they have different heads there, see those a little bit better, is because one side of this has kind of a quick disconnect, so that little T-bolt, you can just turn it whenever it's loose enough to the side and then release, so that can swing around, and it saves you some time whenever you're taking the rack on and off. So that's just kind of the quick release method. This one is kind of there's like a little bit of, when they made this bolt, it's like a little tight. There's a little kind of rolled piece of metal, so that's why it's not wanting to go through all the way or super easy, but it doesn't really impact the actual functioning of the rack. Anyway, so whenever you're actually getting this installed, you just want to make sure that that T-bolt is fully seated in that sideways position so that it doesn't fall out. So pretty simple overall. It should tighten nicely around your bolt. One thing to keep in mind though, Yakima really stresses that whenever you're tightening this down, you don't want to see any of the threads coming through the top. If you do, then they suggest that you switch to the shorter bolt. And I don't think that you would have an issue with that on the shorter bolt either. But that's just one thing that they really stressed in the instructions as far as getting this installed. Other than that though, it should be pretty easy. You do need two of these kits to fully convert your HullRaiser, so one for the front, one for the back. So you do need two of these parts to get that installed. And then as far as these little rubber plugs, these, I'm pretty sure they go on the bottom to plug up the hole from where the original hardware went. So one side should go in there and then it just pops right in place. From the instructions that we still have access to, there's not a lot of clear designation of where those go, but I'm pretty sure that's where they're going to live. Otherwise, you can find a spot on them to pad it out a little bit more, but really the main thing is getting this bracket in place around your bar. So I hope this has been helpful in figuring out how to convert your HullRaiser to the HullRaiser Aero. Also, again, replacement hardware for your Yakima J-hooks should keep you rolling with that kayak carrier for many more years to come, and I hope this has been helpful. I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com. Thanks for watching.